Hello, good evening, and welcome to L&L Diamond Painting. I'm Lee. I almost said I'm Lenore. See what you've done to me? I'm Lee.
And I'm Lenore, I think.
Although now I'm not sure who's who.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. The hell of a way to start off the live. Anyway, I hope everyone has had a good week. As of the live Tuesday, I had asked people um, about doing, what they thought about us doing. Sorry about this. I'm having a little bit of problem with my glasses. That's better, but now I got to clean them because
Oh,
I got my
good.
fingers all over them. Let's see. No, that won't work.
I
That
haven't
won't
got
work. That's cool.
anything.
So anyway, during the live, we asked people about what they thought about us doing driving, live and drives or drive lives,
Hmm.
and we only got two comments on it after the live, but we did get some during the live. So I am going to go by the fact that both the comments on the live that were put in the comments after the fact equals 100%.
Hmm.
So at some point in time, we will be doing drive lives. Exactly when, I don't know. We have to plan it uh, because there's so many different places we could go and so many places we want to go. Uh, so that is coming up. Just to let you all know, this is all stuff that is happening. I'm having such a hard time today. This is not cool. Oh, shoot. I knew I meant to do something.
What do you need?
I meant to, no, it's nothing you can do. I meant to take a photograph and I didn't do it. I need to find a color. Unfortunately,
You can't.
I can't. Son of a bitch.
What color is it?
Well, that's just it.
Oh, you don't know.
The symbol is N, but don't forget these are upside down.
That's true. All right, there's an N there.
Where?
Right there.
Yep, that's it. 772. There's usually no more than one symbol. So
Hmm.
if there's an N, that's going to be it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyway, so we will be doing those. We'll go to like some of the bridges in the area, which are really good sized bridges and kind of pretty to look out at the water on. Excuse me. I'm going to get the schedules for the cruise ships that come into Florida, and maybe catch some night cruises that are coming in under those bridges, which is really pretty to see. I know because where I used to work, I used to have to cross one of those bridges at night, so I know exactly what they look like. Um, there it is, my usual pin. Okay, so we do have that coming up, and like I said before, I know I keep saying it, but like I said before, we are going to be doing some unboxings and other such things.
Hmm.
But as far as updates to the channel, that is about it. So why don't we start with some of the comments
All right. You have to tell me
from last week's Wip Chat.
this.
Huh?
Diamond painting. Can you see it at all?
Yeah, just put DP Diamond painting. I can never remember how to say the last name.
Okay, Jotun.
Yeah.
Well, as Lee was saying, diamond painting Jotun. It's probably wrong, and I apologize. Sent nice to see this Wip Chat. Well, thank you.
Thank you very much. It is appreciated. If you could do me one more favor, if you would, when you make a comment, put your first name or whatever you prefer to be called, because when I do address people, either here in the Whip Chat or when I reply to their comments, I like to actually, use the first name, or like I said, whatever you prefer to be called.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you like Tammy, then I'll just call you whatever I feel like it's time.
And speak of Tammy.
Oh God, here comes trouble.
Tammy, 1977.
Yep.
Okay. Another great Whip Chat, even though you forgot the question. I'll let it slide this time, Lee, but only once. Ooh. Question for both of you. If you could live with any creator in the community. No, if you could do a live. Thank you. Sorry. Scanned myself. If you could do a live with any creator in the community, who would it be?
That, my dear lady, is a really, really good question. There are so many options and opinions, so I am not really sure who.
I think I'd like to do a live with Ditzy.
Well, we did one live with Ditzy, and I was a babbling idiot when we did.
Well, that's true.
But I'd still like to do another one just to make up for it at some point in time. But there are so many of them that I'd love to have have on our channel as a live.
Or even be on their channel as part of a live. And there's always Tammy. I always want to, do a live with her.
Yeah, but she's always on our live, and we're always on hers.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm not even considering that little aspect.
Ready for another one?
Whenever you are.
Happy little drills.
Carol!
Great Whip Chat, Lenore. You're doing good on your mini diamond pinning. Lee, you can make a video of your outings so we can all see. Well, that seems to be a good comment for one of those outings then.
Yep.
That's good.
Well, that's what I should have said. It's not just the lives. I only got 2 comments off the lives, but there are some comments on the Whip Chat that, for the same thing. So, they're probably somewhere over here. Wait a minute. Okay. Where the hell did all my pens go? Well, you'll have to use a Sharpie.
I don't care. I just want to put my mark so I know where I am.
So yeah, like I said, it's going to be interesting. You just got to figure out the
mechanics of it.
I don't have a stand that would work for the car because I got nowhere to secure it to.
Right.
But you'll have to forgive us for just a moment. But when I say logistics of it, because of course Lenore's going to have to hold the camera while
Leon drives.
I drive.
Yep.
So, but other than that, like I said, it's just going to be a matter of where we go and whatnot.
And what?
We'll have to see what happens. Thank you. But I think it'll be fun anyway. So that's one of the reasons why I brought it up.
I closed the door because of the cats.
Talking to my brother. My apologies.
I'm sorry, Lee, I forgot.
So anyway, sorry about that. I got myself all discombobulated here.
Mm.
So yeah, let's go back with that. What was that comment again?
What?
The comment that was just made that I was talking on.
Great Wip Chat. Lenore, you're doing good on your mini diamond painting. Lee, you can
Thank you.
make a video of your outings so we can all see.
Yep. And yes, she is. I knew there was something else I wanted to say about it. Yes, she is doing a good job on it. Don't listen to her, but she is doing a good job on it. I say don't listen to her because she's going to turn around and say, it's not that good. But that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
She's entitled to her own opinion, even if it is wrong.
You're going to pay for this.
Yeah.
Leon.
Yeah.
The next comment comes from Trin. Fun chat. Drive-in chats would be interesting. You can take us all along to see the manatees.
Well, the manatee trips are probably going to be doubled because I promised the first manatee trip to Berta and Tammy. So they get one, and then we'll probably go back and do a live with the manatees, both getting there and, of course, seeing the manatees themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They are a rather interesting creature. They kind of sort of like so ugly they're cute,
This gentle and sweet, from what I can see. And the next comment comes from Judith Hood. And she says, I've been to Orlando, Cape Canaveral, and the Cocoa Beach area, but not the Gulf side. I'd love to see some of it. Well, we haven't been to Cape Canaveral. I haven't. I don't know about Lee.
Nope, I have not that I'm aware of. I'm sure if I did, I would have seen I Dream of Jeannie over there.
Yeah.
I dream of Jeannie with the long red hair.
Light brown hair.
No, I said red hair because I like redheads.
I know.
So there.
And you married a brunette.
Brunette. Okay.
And Artemis Dreams sent a thumbs up and a heart.
Yay! Thumbs up. Yay.
Yep.
I like thumbs up.
Heart.
I like hearts too.
Mm-hmm.
I love hearts. I like thumbs up, but I love hearts.
Mm-hmm.
Always good. Yes. What's next?
Judith Hood is back. She said, I'll try not to be long-winded in my comments that the read more appears LOL.
You go right ahead and be, as I told you, as long-winded as you like. It is not about whether you're long-winded or not. It is about where I stop making the mistake of not putting read more or not hitting read more so I get the full comment. Don't forget, yours isn't the only one that got messed up. I messed up with one of Tammy's too.
Mm-hmm.
So
then we have Melanie.
Melanie.
And Melanie says, love Frank Sinatra, my kind of woman. When you get your CPAP, both of you will sleep for 72 hours straight. Make sure you put on diapers. Oh, Melanie.
We'll have to go buy some.
That's true.
Although I'm sorry, I may sleep for 72 hours, but there's no way I will have that problem. I will just wake up just enough to get to the bathroom, do what I got to do, and then go right back to bed. Okay. Most likely with my eyes closed the entire time.
And we only have 2 more, Lee.
Uh-oh.
The next comment comes from Cindy Bennett. And she says, put the jury back on duty. I am not delusional. So my question this time is for both to answer. What is your favorite memory together? I wonder if each of you have the same memory.
This one is a fun one. First off, I never said the jury was done. I just said they were the jury was still out, meaning they have not completed their deliberations. But nonetheless, as far as our favorite memories, you came up and you said with 2, right?
Yeah, I think.
Do you remember them?
Yeah, now I do.
Okay.
Would you like me to tell them?
Yeah, you tell yours.
My favorite memory of the 2 was when I looked out in the church and saw my husband coming down the aisle, my future husband.
While you were coming down the aisle.
No, yeah, well, I was coming down the aisle. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, he wasn't coming down the aisle. That's how weird I am. But I looked out when I was, and there he was up at the front of the church, and I was like, oh God, do I love that long drink of water. And the other one was when he took me to Symphony Hall and I got introduced to, oh my God, who did I get introduced to? I'm losing my head.
See, it was so favorite, she forgot who she got introduced to, because she got introduced to 3 famous people.
Well, yeah, but you know,
her all-time favorite was Maureen McGovern.
That's right.
And then she got
John
introduced to John Williams, who, as everybody knows, composed and conducted for the Star Wars theme for Symphony. And
then I met the conductor of
the current conductor of the Boston Pops, Mr. Keith Lockhart.
Yep. So those were my 2 favorite memories.
And my favorite memory, actually, is just that. It's when I introduced her to Maureen McGovern, because I was very sneaky about it.
You're always sneaky.
I said, come on, we'll go in. You can watch a thing, because we only lived right down the street from the train at the time. So I said, you can go in, you can take the subway back, just, follow these instructions on the way back. You should be fine. And, you go ahead, because I was working that night, so I had to bring my uniform with me.
Yep.
And you go home. So we sat where we were instructed, and about, I'd say, halfway through the first part of the night, that's when Maureen McGovern came out. And I looked at Lenore, and she was just like, oh my God, that's Maureen McGovern. Which was good in and of itself. That would have been worth it right then and there. But I couldn't just leave it there. Okay, now at the time, you got to understand, I was the site supervisor at the time for security at Symphony Hall, because I worked for a contracted firm, and the company I worked for, had the contract for security there. So I said, come on, back then I was smoking. So I said, come on, I'm going to go down, I'll have 1 cigarette, and then we'll head out. This was after she was done with her piece. And I said, no, I'm not going to bother going out the front door. Come on, come with me. I got to go this way, because I can't smoke out front. Because even though I wasn't in uniform, I was still going to be a presence there after. So I took her through the stage door. And just to the right of the stage door is the green room for visiting artists. And so as we were walking in, I saw her standing there. So I turned around and I said, excuse me, and introduced the 2 of them. And of course, because she's such a fan of Maureen McGovern, Lenore just basically fell apart, started to cry. Maureen McGovern looked at her assistant, and said, if you ever get anybody again asking why I do what I do, you can give them this example.
Mm-hmm.
And then proceeded to grab Lenore and give her a great big hug.
Yep.
Okay, which I'm sure she felt Lenore shaking from her toes to her forehead.
Yep.
And then after that, I introduced her to Keith,
Yep.
who signed a book.
I got a hug from him too.
Got a hug from him too, yeah.
Yep. Didn't get a hug from John Williams.
No.
So. You're very...
Well, John Williams didn't know me at that point.
No.
Keith Lockhart kind of knew me.
Yeah.
First day he met me, he threw me his keys and said, if you need to move it, go ahead. Brand new Mercedes.
And stood out there and smoked with you.
Yeah, well, he would come out and have a cigarette with me when...
Yep.
I'm sure he's not smoking anymore, though.
Mm-mm.
But anyway, so the look on her face when all of this happened was absolutely precious. I don't think I will ever forget that. At least I sincerely hope never. Yeah, and then the fact that, like I said, she turned around and I had asked Keith to sign the playbook that was there at the time, the program that was there. He signed the program, but unfortunately, the signature faded.
Yeah.
So I asked him, I brought in a book bag that was from Symphony.
Yep.
And I asked him to sign that instead, and he said, he writes on it, hopefully this one won't fade. But the other precious thing that I remember about that visit is because I had told Maureen that Lenore sings. So she turned around, and when she signed it, she signed it from one singer to another. But
she has such a beautiful voice. It's an incredible range.
Yeah, she does.
And she's nice besides.
She did a piece on the Jerry Lewis telethon, the muscular dystrophy telethon.
That was, I remember that.
Called Flight of the Bumblebee.
Yep, the classic.
It's still out on YouTube, if you ever want to look it up.
It's unbelievable.
And that will give you a really, really good idea of what this woman's range is.
Yeah, unbelievable.
At one point, she's so high, she sounds like the violin that she's playing against.
Yeah, singing with.
You know, but well, I said playing against because, as far as I'm concerned, her voice is a true instrument.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the memory I have, and of course you have Lenore's memories too, along with a long dissertation that you probably weren't looking for.
And the last one comes from Cindy Bennett, but I can't make out what she's trying to say, except for the first line. Well, I had left a comment and it has disappeared. It's after that. So sorry. I know part of what she's trying to say.
Yeah, she says, so sorry I slipped up.
Oh, okay.
So here is 4 kabazillion hearts.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, it was just a typo.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so sorry I slipped up. And there's 4 kabazillion hearts to make up for the other 2 kabazillion that I missed on the last one.
That's right.
And I'm not sure if it was you that messed up, Cindy, or if it was me.
Yeah, so don't worry about it.
So don't worry about it. You know, if it was me, I
I just
apologize.
wrote on myself,
You're not supposed to write on yourself. That's what the
especially with
paper is
a
for.
Sharpie marker. I have a big dot on my thumb now. Burn my arm cooking supper, and then I write on myself. This is not my day.
Yeah, she goes to open up the door to the oven and rests her arm on the door of the oven.
But I didn't do that on purpose.
No, but still.
Yeah.
God darn it. Nothing's picking up today.
I went to my infusion for iron at my cancer doctor's office today and met the nicest, kindest nurse to give me the infusion. It was such a nice, she was so nice, and put a pillow under my arm. The others had never done that, but she was really, really sweet. Young girl. Well, young girl. She's probably in her 30s, but to me, she's young. And it's so nice to meet people like that. And I left a little note in the box they have if you have any comments, on how well that you were treated. So
they titled it the brag box.
The brag box, yes.
Right, why am I not? I just filled this. And WeWax, which is this green one here, this is the one that she gave me with something else, is very, very good. So I know it's not that. It's got to be something I'm doing wrong. So I'm going to take my pen, empty out what's in there, and start from scratch. So
okay,
there.
Start from scratch.
And start from scratch.
Yeah.
Itchy and scratchy, Yeah, we had a very busy day today because we had a couple of different errands to run.
Yep. And I had to do a little shopping.
Yeah. That was an adventure in and of itself.
Yeah.
You see, the reason that was an adventure in and of itself was because yours truly finally actually got a haircut.
Got a lot of them.
Actually, I was just going to say.
All of them cut.
Actually, I got every hair on my head cut. I'm not saying anything other than that. I did not get every hair on my face cut.
No.
My face stayed the same, just trimmed. My head, however, got a much needed
sharing.
Yes.
Ow.
My hair is really going thin because there wasn't that much hair on the floor either.
Mm-hmm.
Comparatively so.
Yeah.
Anyway, when I got out, I told her, turn up your phone.
And I did.
So that when I get done, because I'm sure I'll be done before you. Oh, I don't know about that. I can call you. Here, take the key just in case it locks on the way out, because the car that we are using, which is my brother's car, has a it's one of those keyless cars. You just press the button and you don't have to use a key to start the ignition.
Mm-hmm.
As long as the key is in. I'm sitting here trying to pick up a drill with an empty pen. Moron. Anyway, yeah, so as long as the key is in the vicinity of the car, it'll start. So I gave her the key just in case that she was right, even though I didn't think she would be. And I told her, turn up the phone. So I go in, there's nobody in there. I'm, the next one up in line, so I just turn around and I go in and I'm like, yay! Go in, get it done, tell him, okay, this is what I want. He takes care of it. I come out. I call Lenore. Lenore's not answering. So I go to the car, forgetting that I gave her the key. The car did not lock, which was fine, because like I said, without the key in the vicinity of the car, it's not going to go anywhere anyway. You can't start it. So I get in the car and I realize, oh shoot, I don't have the key here, so I can't start the car or turn down the windows, which is it was a
Warm
bright,
day.
hot, sunny day in Florida. I'm like, no, I ain't staying in here with
No
no
AC.
windows, no AC, and no windows down. Nope, ain't happening. So I go in and I figure, okay, well, just in case she didn't take that long, I'll just walk along the cash registers to see if she's in the cash register aisle. She's not there. By this time, already, because of my foot and my hip and whatnot, I'm already starting to hurt badly. Uh, so I go back to the entrance and I get one of their carts so that I can. Hold on a minute. I gotta pick something up I dropped.
Do you need help?
And that ain't so easy for me. Okay. So anyway, I go pick up one of the carts so I can actually ride around and find her. So I go through the aisles and finally there she is. So I ride up behind her and very rudely go, "Get out of my way!" Figuring she would spin around, be like, "Who the hell do you think you're talking to?"
Mm-mm.
Or be like, "What?" And she did, sort of. And then she realized it was me and she says, she didn't say anything about the haircut. Nothing. She says, "Oh, I didn't think it would take you that short a time." That was it. Just, I thought it would take you longer than that. Didn't say anything on how the haircut looked. Nothing. Didn't even notice.
Oh, baloney.
You didn't. No,
So
it was
full
just
of it. Didn't even notice.
you wanted to shop longer, and you were hoping I was going to take a longer time.
Mm-mm.
I know you.
You're such a brat. You know how much I love shopping. Not.
So anyway, but yeah, we were out from 10:30 this morning.
Oh, 10:30 and we get back and then we
Yeah.
had to go out again, yeah.
10:30 this morning. Came back, was able to sit down, have you know a
Nothing.
couple of minutes to rest, take showers, so that she could get to her infusion appointment with the cancer doctor at 12:30.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, the appointment was actually for 1 o'clock, but they said, "Oh no, you have to be here at 12:30." So we bust.
And bring the list of meds and
Yep.
your insurance card and everything else, driver's license. Okay, fine.
Now, keep in mind that she has been there several times before,
Several.
and
A lot.
so we said, "Okay, fine, whatever. If that's what you want, that's what you get." We get there. She asks the person behind the counter why she needed to come in at half an hour early.
No, the person asked me why.
Well, I thought you went up to ask her.
No, I went up to ask her why, I wasn't being taken because I was told to come in, like you just said.
So anyway,
She said, I don't know.
come to find out, oh no, you didn't need to come in at 12:30. You could have come in at 1 o'clock,
Yeah.
like you were supposed to. Oh well, that's what you said. So
Well, that was the voice. That was the
that's
message.
what the voicemail said anyway.
That message, the canned message.
So by the time we got home, it was 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
None of us had had anything to eat.
None of us had eaten. None of us had done anything. I had to do some light furniture moving.
Which wasn't that light.
Which wasn't that light because it wasn't so much that it was heavy.
It's bulky.
But it was bulky and awkward.
Yeah.
So I came home. Lenore made me something to eat. Fed my butt. And then we took care of that. And then as I was sitting there and we were figuring out what had to be done, it dawned on me, oh crap, I forgot we have a Wip Chat. So by that time, it was supper time. So I said, well, instead of filming the Whip and Chat, let's have supper. Yes, Tammy, because I know you're going to ask, we had lasagna. It was very good, too. It was actually a
Stouffer's.
it was a Stouffer's lasagna, but it had sausage in it.
Meat lovers.
And the sausage was actually kind of spicy. It was nice. It was actually kind of nice. I actually liked it.
Yes, I can make lasagna, and I make a good lasagna. I just don't feel like doing it.
She is actually a very good cook. There were times when we would not know what we wanted to eat, didn't think we had much in the house, and she would say, you know what if I put this and this together? I wonder how it would taste. So we would have experiment nights.
Yeah.
Where she'd just throw something together, not knowing how it would come out. And 9 times out of 10, came out pretty damn good. Um, I mean, I wasn't one to go, oh, this is good.
No.
You know, if it wasn't good, I'd tell her.
I always knew.
Excuse me. But,
well, I learned that from my mother, so, you know.
uh-huh.
You have to make, when you have to make do, you learn how to make do.
Yep.
And I don't mean the soda.
Yeah, well, that's a completely different process in and of itself.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you go with the actual Dew, the actual Mountain Dew is actually moonshine.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
I know I got 9 million more of these letters. Where the hell are they? I know they're here. There they are. There's one.
So we had a busy day today. We're going to have a busy day tomorrow.
Yep, we got another
right.
more errands to run tomorrow between Lenore and John.
I don't have any errands to run. Oh, yes. Well,
Yeah,
I have
you
an
do.
errand for the house.
Yeah, but it's you got to go get it.
It's okay.
But nonetheless, other than that, the only errands that have to be done is when she's tootling around in the house doing different things that she does. And I get to listen to her sing.
Sometimes.
Because even though she's not well enough to sing around everybody, she is well enough to every now and then sing around the house.
Yeah.
That's why you have not heard me press her about singing.
Well, I'm hoping this iron infusion will give me more oomph.
Yeah.
That's what it's for. The iron infusion. And that helps the bones too.
Yep.
So
once that's all done, maybe she'll get back to being able to do stuff.
right. Maybe.
One can only hope.
One can only hope.
So I hope everyone is having a great week and doing okay. Not too many sicks out there. We hate people being sick.
Yeah.
Well, then again, we hate ourselves being sick. So, I mean, you know. But it's no fun when people are sick.
No, it isn't.
No fun at all. But that's okay. It happens. Actually, I'm surprised I've been able to diamond paint this long. I thought I was going to be giving it up a lot sooner.
Yeah.
I say that because when I first started sitting down to diamond paint, my back had been really bothering me from the moving that I had to do. So I sat down, took a few ibuprofen, and apparently they're working better than I thought they would
Mm-hmm.
because my back isn't really having a problem at the moment, which is really
Can I
rather
get you
nice.
something?
Get a cup of coffee.
Oh, okay.
Watch a little bit of my hockey game and
Well, that's good.
smoke.
Who are they playing?
Boston, Montreal,
Oh,
big rivalry.
yeah.
I'll watch some of that, and hopefully I'll remember bringing a couple bottles of water with me.
I'll bring some in for you because they're out there. Alrighty.
No, I mean in my room.
Oh, into your room. Well, I'll still have to put some
I
out.
have to go take my pain medication. Oh shit! I didn't bring any water in.
Yeah.
What about that bottle that's right
Oh,
there?
no, I just saw that.
Sorry about that, guys. We got kind of sidetracked here.
We didn't get sidetracked. We're
Yeah.
just talking to your brother.
Oh, that's sidetracked.
It's sidetracked because I'm trying to talk to them.
Ah, it's okay. Oreo, you're going to get that tail caught under a chair.
Eventually, he's
So.
doing that.
I know. But he
At
loves
any rate,
this.
As I was saying,
It's
I hope
useless
everybody.
to us, but he loves it. Yeah, I'm sorry. Now I'm in trouble.
I hope that everybody, like I said, is having a good time. You want to keep going? Just shut your microphone off. That's fine. You're not in trouble.
I'm always in trouble.
So, anyway. If I could edit, I'd just edit that part out. So you get what's real around this house.
Well, you always say life happens.
Yep, it does. Anyway, let me see what we're looking at for time.
I love this picture. I'll be so happy when it's done. It's going to get hung up in here.
Yep. Somewhere along the line.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, so were the cat. The cats were supposed to get hung up in here too.
I know.
They're still sitting underneath the table.
Yeah, but this is a major undertaking.
Well, it wouldn't have been so major had I not had back issues.
That's true.
I would have had this done months ago.
Oh, I know you would have.
What was I going to say? Damn it, I lost track.
You wouldn't.
Oh well.
You would have had it done months ago.
No, I would have had it done months ago. But unfortunately, when you have a back that says, "No, you ain't doing any such thing today," you tend to be forced to listen to it. Otherwise, you walk around in agony for weeks. And I've had enough agony. I've had enough agony, damn it. But whatever the problem is the problem.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to look. Oh, that's the other thing I was going to do when I got distracted. I was going to look and see what kind of time we're on here.
Oh.
Because I haven't been keeping track of how long I've been babbling for.
I've been babbling. You're not a brook.
I was going to make that comment.
Sorry.
No, will you stop apologizing, for Christ's sake? One of these days. But yeah, I was going to say, even if I am not a brook, I was still babbling.
Mm-hmm.
So, there, great minds think alike, that's all.
Mm-hmm.
At least in my book. So, anyway. Oh, yes, time. What am I looking at? Almost a whole 45 minutes. What do you know?
That's about what we usually run.
Yeah, anywhere between 45 minutes to an hour.
Yep.
So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sit here the last couple of minutes
And diamond paint?
and diamond paint.
That sounds like a good big plan.
You
Would that
know?
I could, but I can't, so I won't.
Not necessarily have anything to say,
Mm-hmm.
except maybe talk to myself when a drill won't do what I want it to.
He talks to himself,
Uh-huh.
but he won't listen to it.
It's no worse than Tammy talking to her drills.
Yep, she talks to her drills, but they don't listen to her.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
See? They don't. Even though she tries to say, oh, yes, they do. They do exactly what I tell them to.
Poor Tams.
And as I say, yeah, they do. As soon as you take the diamond painting pen or tweezers and move them into the position you're trying to get them in. But that's okay. You keep thinking that way, Tammy. I know you have Cindy Bennett on your side, who says that they move too. And even though the jury is still out on whether Cindy's delusional or not, she's still a sweetheart, just like you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and she really is. She's a very, very sweet lady, very, very nice lady. Just sorry, drills don't move on their own, and no, they don't listen when you talk to them. So, because they don't listen when you talk to them, I talk to myself. And I tell myself what direction I want the drill to go in so that it goes from my brain to my arm and my hand to the pen to the drill to get it where I need it to.
Okie dokie dokie.
Much like the one I'm doing now.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what you may hear for the next few minutes, unless, of course, Lenore starts talking to me, which means you'll hear her talking to me. Which you never know.
I just feel bad because, like I said, I hurt my arm, and unfortunately that hurts. But I've been having a problem with headaches, and I've come to the conclusion it's from my eyes. So that's something else I've got to take care of. I will be diamond painting regardless of headaches, but not today. Just too tired.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Spoken like a true diamond painter. Because I think we all do that.
Yeah.
I don't care how bad I hurt. I want a diamond paint, damn it. And so the diamond painting begins.
Yep.
You know, and like I said, it may be taking me a long time to do this painting. But hey, it's not a race.
Nope.
I do it at my own pace, my own leisure, as it were. Excuse me. You know, I feel like a seed.
What?
I said I feel like a seed.
What did that mean by that?
Burpee, burpee, burpee.
Oh my goodness.
I knew I'd get you.
Oh,
not too many
Lord.
people think of that when you say seed anymore.
Mm.
And for those of you that are old enough, you get it. For those of you that aren't, too bad, so sad. You'll figure it out eventually.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't look too nice out there.
Huh?
Doesn't look too nice out there. It was so overcast.
Well,
that's Florida and Sun City Center weather.
Yep.
I don't know if it's going to rain or if it's just getting dark out. I don't know.
Well, it is getting to be rainy season once again.
Not my favorite time in Florida, but that's okay.
Yeah, they call us the Sunshine State, but
They don't tell you about the liquid sunshine.
They don't tell you about the liquid sunshine that goes running 6 months out of the year. Because it's nice in the wintertime, okay, most of the time. I will grant you that. But when it comes to be spring and summer, if you don't get everything you need to get done by noontime, you might as well wait a few hours because it's going to rain. And when it rains,
it pours.
It rains.
It pours.
I don't think they ever understood the meaning of the term light sprinkle in Florida. It may start like that every now and then, but it certainly doesn't stay that way.
That's our climate.
Yep. It is. It beats the freezing cold temperatures, I'll tell you that much. And don't get me wrong, during the winter there are a few days that get cold. Sometimes a week. But it does get cold from time to time.
So true.
What time is it? All right, I think that's long enough. It's not quite an hour, but my back is starting to say, hey, remember me?
Yeah. You're done diamond painting
So
for right now.
I'm done diamond painting for right now, I guess. My wonderful art dot glasses, which I gotta stop putting there because I haven't put the plastic down yet. My trusty bottle. My beautiful funnel.
And your lovely drills.
If it weren't for the funnel, I would have drills everywhere. As it is typical to drills, I wake up and find drills in spots that drills shouldn't be in. You know.
And don't know how they got there.
Don't know how they got there.
Maybe they do move.
You know. Well, you found one.
Yes, I did.
On what, on your thigh, I think you said?
Yeah. Something like that.
And she wears shorts.
Yep.
So where it got on her thigh, we have no idea. Because her shorts come down to her knees. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed listening to the ranting.
And the rambling. Ranting and rambling.
Ranting and rambling, yes.
Yeah.
If you watched, then I hope you had fun watching me place drills and go, why isn't that staying? I don't know. And with the light off, now you get a better look at what it looks like. See, with these yellowish ones here, these yellow ones, I couldn't tell they were yellow when I had the light pad on.
Oh, yeah.
You can't really see the true color
until
you turn off the light pad. You know, it's really kind of neat. Yeah. Anyway, that will be it for this week's edition of WTF. Stay tuned for next week because you still don't know what the hell we're going to do.
We don't know what we're going to do. I know.
Oh, okay. Well, the way you looked when I said WTF, I went, well, maybe she doesn't know what that means. So until then, or until our live, have yourself a wonderful, wonderful day, a wonderful week, wonderful, and I'm sounding like, what's his name?
Lawrence Welk.
That's him. Lawrence Welk. Wonderful. Or, well, it could be the other really strange talker. We got a really good shoe.
Ed Sullivan.
That's it, Ed Sullivan. All these names that I know that I can't remember. I'm getting old.
No, I can remember them because I am old.
Yeah, but I remember them because I used to watch them. Because my parents were old. So anyway, as I always say, don't bother faking it until you make it. Believe it until you receive it. And until next time, we will wish you a fond farewell.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.